If your man is mentally abusing you and putting you down and belittling you, and you decide, you know what, I'm calling this engagement. Come here real quick. I'm calling this engagement off. Yes, do that. But that whole, let me ask you this question. Tell me what you think about this. A little bit. Ooh, y'all see her?
I'm trying to get rid of this food pie, y'all. This food pie is like killing me. Oh, that's not a good angle, babe. Let me sit on your lap.
What you talking about?
It's been such a long time since I've sat on your lap and watched the video with you.
Okay. Look at this right here.
That pizza look good.
Shh. We talk about this. Listen to this.
I ended my engagement and today I'm moving out. There wasn't any betrayal. He didn't cheat or anything. Honestly, I just changed my mind. Sometimes clarity comes quietly. Choosing yourself doesn't always need a big explanation. But my village, the women in my life, are so amazing. They've shown up for me in more ways than one. Helping me pass, sitting with me, praying for me, making a hard transition feel lighter just by being there. I'm so grateful for community, for having people who hold you up when you're stepping into something new. So here I am, closing this chapter, putting pieces of my old life into storage and stepping into a new season. I don't know exactly what the future holds, but I am excited. I feel at peace and I'm ready for what's next in the new year. I ended my engagement and today...
Why are you so mad? Why are you sucking your feet?
Because this is the main character shit I be talking about. But go ahead. Before we get into that, how do you feel about this? Okay? Her and that man got engaged.
Okay.
He ain't cheat. It didn't sound like he was abusive. He didn't sound... Nah. She changed her mind. She's cool on changing her mind. Because marriage is a long-term commitment. So if you feeling as though you having doubts, cool. Change your mind.
Yes.
But you and this bitch talking about your village came through for you. Your village came through for you for what?
Because it's like a whole like identity shift sometimes when like I'm sure she was going through, you know, maybe thinking like I'm about to be a wife, my whole life is about to change. She said yes. So you know when you say yes to something, you saying no to something else. You kind of like creating space for like whatever you need to accept for that new version of you to embody to come in. You kind of creating space for it in like your mind, your heart, your body, all of that, right? Then she started having doubts. So now it's like, dang, do I go back to the person I used to be and do the things I used to do and have the mindset I had before? Or do I still have this open space, but now it's just for something else and not marriage? I don't know. Then when you're in a state of confusion, that's a different identity in and of itself. So she made a decision finally to end the engagement, but that still leaves a lot of space of doubt, confusion, excitement, and you're afraid. It's scary. So I feel like that's what she's talking about. Like her, you know, her child came through for her in a time of uncertainty. I don't think she's saying it like it was a celebratory thing, but it's still an
I don't think it's a
time.
celebratory thing. I just think that you had, like you said, she's preparing for that decision.
But she said yes, she was preparing for the yes. I mean, after she said yes,
she was preparing for that decision, right? So
No. I'm saying she said yes, and then after she said yes, she was preparing for the role.
She was preparing for the decision of ending it with this man.
But what I'm saying is to you, there was two preparations. First, she said yes. Before she ended it, she agreed to it.
Okay.
So, and then that agreement came a preparation for what came with the contractual agreement. A contractual meaning is just saying yes, a spiritual contract.
So if it's a situation where she pushed that.
Push what?
Like, she pushed action more than words. Like, you know, a lot of times, even in our relationship, there's always this, what's next? What's next? What's next? What's next? So, what if she did that to that man? Hit him with the what's next? What's next? What's next? He proposed. Preparing the next step to be a family. Right? Husband and wife. And then she come out and do that right there. You think that's... Again, listen. She can do that. But all this whole village, who really needs a village?
Both of them need a village. It's not.
She don't need no goddamn village. No, she don't.
Yes, she does.
No, she don't. She don't need no goddamn
Roger,
village.
you sound real bitter.
I sound who?
Bitter.
And them word gymnastics ain't working for me. She don't need no village.
I'm not. What word gymnastics? I said you sound bitter.
How am I bitter? I'm not bitter.
Because you're saying she don't need a village. She does need a village.
Mind your business. You hear grown people talking. Get out. Close the door. Close the door. You gonna wake your sister up.
She does need a village still. I think because she went from two different identities. From an identity of a wife to be to identity to she's no longer a wife to be, but she doesn't know what that looks like. She doesn't know what's next in her life. And maybe she also might have a little bit of guilt of like saying yes in the first place to double back or to go back and say no and hurting someone she loved. Just because she says she don't want to marry a man don't mean she never loved him. There might be some guilt with that too, like, dang, I should have said no in the first place. I don't know why. Or how did we get this far and I didn't see this and now I had to say no, and now we have to move. I have to move out his house, or she moving out clearly. So their house, whatever the case may be.
Let me show you this video right too.
In 2026, I pray a I was gonna or I thought about it man does not find me. Let's just be clear. The thought only counts if there was a gesture. If there was no gesture, baby, you do not get no brownie points for thinking, okay? In 2026, I pray.
That's the same motherfucker. So
does that mean that's directed towards her ex, or is she saying she don't want a man that says that? Her ex could have been the type of man that was all about action. That's what she used to. And now that she's single, she might be dealing with I was gonna ask man, and she's just like, ew. Maybe the reason why they broke up had nothing to do with the actions or the non-actions. Maybe it was something else. Maybe he didn't have
I'm saying engagement is an action. So I'm letting you know that I've seen this video and I'm like, oh, I feel as though she walked that man down that path. He gave her what she wanted and then she changed her mind.
You don't think he wanted to be engaged to her? Oh, your overall thing is all men get married for the woman. They don't. Is that what you're saying? Because I know last time we spoke about getting married.
I think being married, like, as men, we could be committed. We don't necessarily need to get married. Like, I think marriage is like a female thing. Like, on your wedding day is your day. All I have to do is just show up. That's how I feel. Your wedding day is your day. You're supposed to feel like a princess, a queen, however. You're supposed to feel like the most beautiful woman in the world. And I'm going to feel happy because I know I'm going to be with you. But regardless, I'm going to be with you regardless. We're going to be committed regardless. That specific date, that's for you. Okay. Now, some people might disagree with me.
So that's why I'm saying, let's set the tone and the premise. For their situation, are you saying, like, he proposed to her because that's what she wanted?
I think that she was one of those, based on this video, and some things she said in the other video, I feel as though she's one of those. What's next? Like, what do we do next?
Right. Okay.
And he got caught up in that. And I'm pretty, maybe he would have got engaged to her, but on his time, or
so you saying she rushed him?
I'm pretty sure she rushed him, and it was a situation where, damn, I did rush. I rushed into this thing, but you know what? I'm gonna end it, even though she started the whole thing.
Yeah. So I'm saying, maybe that's why she needed to try it, because in her realizing that she rushed it and calling it off, she has to grapple with the fact that she was wrong.
All right. So my whole point in this, right? This is why it's very hard for men to trust women. Right there. This is why it's a lot of women around here having a hard time committing, because they don't want to end up like that. Because we can't blame her for what she did.
Does she have him on her page at all?
I don't know. I don't care. We can't blame her for that because technically she made the right decision. You don't want to make a lifelong commitment for something that you having second thoughts on.
Yeah.
But if she pushed him to do that and he did it, and then you've changed your mind.
I mean, even if she didn't push him to do it, if they got to that point, he was excited to do it and she changed her mind, it's still going to be heartbreaking. There's no getting around if someone say yes to a proposal and then declines in the future. It's going to hurt you.
But this is the type of impulsive shit that turn into monsters.
But you are assuming that it was impulsive.
This is impulsive. This is an impulsive decision.
To say no?
To say yes, then change your mind. That's a big commitment. To say yes and change your mind is a big commitment.
It is, but where's the impulse coming from?
She didn't say that this man changed at all. The person that she got engaged to was the same person that she called up the engagement. So when you said yes, he didn't change throughout that time. Mm-hmm. So to me, that's an impulsive decision. If there was something you didn't like about him during that time, or maybe you seen somebody else out there, you should have said no from jump.
Okay.
But this is what I'm saying. This is why that's why. That's why. Yeah, and the whole throughout this whole video, it's just main character syndrome.
So you don't think that women should be? You don't think women should carry main character energy? Would you be attracted to a woman that did not think she was the main character of her life?
Of her life?
Yeah.
No, you could be the main character of your life. Anybody could be the main character of their life.
I'm saying before you enter a woman's life, there's only her, so she is the main character of her life.
Of your life, yes.
Yeah.
But when you start making this main character decisions that affect everybody else, that's when it becomes a problem.
Yes.
That man is probably never going to be able to trust again.
But I feel like that's a one-sided view.
How is that a one-sided view?
Because what if, like, in the long term, it was the right decision? Because what if we could be having the same conversation 5 years later after they were in a marriage, right? And she put him through the mud through her emotional impulsiveness. Okay. And now it's going to be even harder for him to recover because he actually been through the trenches with his wife, his once wife. Okay. Do you think he'll ever remarry again as opposed to, okay, I proposed, the engagement got called off, I can recover from this and really find somebody?
Now, we have personal friends who have been through things like this. Our son's godfather has been through something like this. And how long it took him to recover? Yeah,
but there were signs before they thing though, like of toxicity. So that was on them. Both of them chose to ignore. There's a lot of shit that happened before they got to that point where he shouldn't even propose. I know that and you know that. So like, that's what I'm saying. I don't think it's fair to just be blaming one person. We don't know everything.
We don't.
And I think that women should have main character energy.
Like the first part of the video, I was okay. You're making a decision, but that last part, bro, the village.
People do need a village.
The village coming for me
because that is a whole identity shit.
Man, listen, them word gymnastics, man.
Ouch! Ouch!
Them word gymnastics.
Not word gymnastics.
Trying to hear all that. My village. Somebody to burn the village down.